about the day today. What was the trend looking like? The sectors and stocks that were in focus, and more importantly, what should be investor strategy going forward from here? How should you be looking at key pockets in focus right now? To help us with all of this, I'm joined by a very special guest. Mr. Kranthi Bathini joins in from Wealthmills Securities. He's the equity strategist there. Thank you so much, sir, for taking the time out. Let me just briefly tell all our viewers the highlights of the day and how the markets have shut up today. Well, it was a very volatile trading session. We had opened on a muted note, slightly higher above the flat line, getting mixed cues from across the globe. And we've actually seen a mixed closing. So the benchmarks have actually slipped about 0.3, 0.4% odd, with the Sensex losing almost 190 odd points to end at 55,381. And the Nifty also dropping slightly at about 60 odd points to close the day at 16,522, below the 16,550, 16,600 mark that was being seen in the early trading session. The banks have been able to shut shop in the green with 0.4% uptick on the Nifty bank front. The mid-cap slightly higher in today's trading session. First up, Mr. Bathini, what do you make of today's trading session? Of course, 2 days in a row, we have seen declines coming in. But, it's a very, very volatile move that we've been witnessing in markets. One day, the markets shoot up over 1,000, 1,500 points. Then next days, you see some subdued action and something happens and again, markets go up. How should one really understand this kind of a market?
Sakshi, you are absolutely correct. If you observe the market, the volatility is very high from last few weeks. But markets are moving in a very range-bound mode right now. Okay, they are moving like a pendulum. There is extreme exuberance is there. There is extreme pessimism also coming into the market.
Yeah.
So the investor have to handle both the cases. One hand, extreme pessimism. The second hand, the extreme exuberance in the market. That's what very crucial in this kind of market conditions. Today's market movement, the sense what we are getting is there is a kind of buying that's happening in IT we witnessed today, and also auto numbers are decent, but there's no any activity in these auto sector stocks are concerned today. So overall, it is the volumes are very less right now. The participation is right now very less in the market right now.
You're right over there, sir. To help us understand more about this segment, the auto sales, that is what exactly my focus was for today, because the numbers for the month of May have started to trickle in, but we've not seen that kind of a move on the stocks, especially when you talk about Bajaj Auto, the shares were down 4%. The Ashok Leyland, Maruti, TVS, Tata Motors, they have reported in line or better than expected monthly sales right there. Factor majors, M&M, Escort sales have been better than expectations right there. But overall, we haven't seen a huge exuberance. What could be the reason for that? But because in the last 1.5 months, we've also seen the auto sector really participate whenever the market rally happened after a long while. How are you looking at this entire space?
See, the overhang with respect to the auto sector is concerned, Sakshi. The worry of interest rates hikes in the coming RBI monetary reviews. So that's where the overall hangover is there with respect to the auto sector numbers are concerned. So if the interest rates are going to go up in the next few quarters, then that will impact the auto sales at a greater extent. So that's the reason there is a dichotomy with respect to the auto numbers are concerned right now. Despite of the auto numbers are good given the kind of nature of industry is concerned, but there is no buying interest we have not witnessed. Probably these numbers are already discounted by the market. The present moment.
Absolutely. So sometimes you're actually looking at this subdued mood perhaps right ahead of the RBI's policy meet that is slated from 6 to 8 of June. And there could be some worries of higher interest rates again impacting the sales and the demand for the auto sector. That could be the reason. But in case if investors were to pick for the long term, which segment would you be more bullish on of the auto sector? Would it be private cars? Would it be the commercial vehicles? Would it be the tractor majors or the two-wheelers? Which space gives you more confidence at this time?
Sakshi, the area, if you ask specifically, one is in the large cap segment, the four-wheeler segment looks very interesting. The valuations also looks compelling. And if you inquire any dealer with respect to four-wheeler automobiles are concerned, there is a long waiting queue. So these numbers are going to translate into revenue over a period of time. So four-wheelers looks very interesting. And also right now, what we can see is there are in two-wheelers, there is an electric space that is the buzz of the market right now. So there are some small listed entities which are into electric two-wheeler space. they are also looking very interesting right now. But how far the sustainability, how they are going to compete with the two-wheeler auto majors in the electric vehicle segment, that is a big question we need to answer over a period of time. But the space looks very interesting. There are small players, they are entering, and they're doing very well in terms of two-wheeler electric space is concerned.
Okay, so perhaps four-wheelers, the large four-wheelers and the electric vehicles, electric participants and the newbies coming in there, that space could be interesting to watch out for. What about the tractor majors? Why I ask you this is because we are sitting on 1st of June. Many parts of our country is already receiving some rainfall. There's going to be the 4th year running when the IMD has projected normal rainfall yet again. So that sounds good news for the rural sector. And could there be demand uptake for, the commercial vehicles in the rural areas because of that? And plus, one more trigger is that the third party insurance premium have also risen today. So could that be party pooper for these space stocks? What would you suggest, sir?
Sakshi, you are absolutely correct. Okay, you brought up very interesting points. One thing is monsoon is doing very well, but here also one of the problem is in the rural how the interest rates are going to impact.
Yeah.
It's going to be overhang on these auto sales or tractor sales are concerned. So this is the major cause of worry. And also what we can see this year, the crop output and also the major thing is the crop prices that are going to play a very vital role. Overall, we have a neutral outlook with respect to the tractor sales are concerned, but we need to wait and watch how things are going to pan out over a period of time. I'm little bit cautious with respect to tractor sales are concerned because we need to see how the monsoon will progress over a period of time. It all depends upon the rain guards more than the forecast.
Okay. What about the auto ancillary space stocks? Is that something that is on your radar at this point in time at all? We have not seen very good, movement on the stocks on this front, especially over the last 6 months or so. Anything that you would want to highlight for all our viewers here?
Sakshi, with respect to auto ancillary stocks are concerned, they are fully priced in right now. And also there is an overhang because of the semiconductor issues. So there is an overhang with respect to their sales are concerned. So investors needs to be extremely cautious the space where they are in. Probably we'll get a clarity next quarter, probably how the auto ancillary space is going to be. In the next coming at least 1-2 quarters, we'll get a more clarity with respect to auto ancillary space is concerned.
Okay, but any names that you would like to highlight that you may be bullish on or you may be investing in already, recommending to your clients from this auto space?
Sakshi, there is more stock specific and stocks like Minda and Endurance Technology are in engineering space. Interesting companies like Varroc. There are Varroc Engineering. There are a whole lot of stocks. Looks very interesting, but the price point entering into these stocks is extremely crucial for the investors.
Okay, understood that. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Bathini, for being with us and sharing all the thoughts about the auto space at this point in time and helping all the viewers understand how should they be really looking at this space at this point. Thanks a lot for being with us.
Thank you. Always a pleasure speaking to you.